Three of them, Deb.
All right, call meeting order.
February 22nd,
Pursuant to the
2018.
Open Meetings Act, adequate notice of this meeting has been sent to the Press Atlantic City Record. The Press and the Atlantic County Record was posted in the city bulletin board. Please join me for flag salute.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Join us with a moment of silence, please. Thank you.
Jeff, before we proceed, I swear the members in.
Yes.
Yeah, oath of office is the first thing. You're good to go, I understand?
Yes,
Well, you're good to go, oath of office. The other oath of office covers this, right?
I've already been sworn.
You swear? All right, so then you're gonna take the honors then.
I have two uncles.
You got a full house.
You, some of them weren't here though. Frank.
There we go.
Yeah.
Joe Gary.
Georgia.
Okay, so we have new members of the planning board that are going to be getting sworn in right at this time. So we have Gina Olson, Linda Gibbons as
I'm
the
so sorry.
city council member. Welcoming back Mr. Monty Holt. And Don, are you up for
No,
reappointment?
Helen is.
Helen.
Helen is.
And Ken.
Okay.
It's on the. It's on the.
You didn't.
That's all right.
Helen, you're in the center, so I'll let you hold the Bible. Everybody will have to basically hand on the Bible, raise your right hand. And if you would, say I, state your names.
I,
Jen
Gary,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States
to affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same and to the governments established
to the same to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform all the duties of planning and zoning board member
and justly perform all the duties of planning and zoning board member
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Welcome aboard, everyone.
You know, Monty, I feel kind of lonely over here. You're stuck at the end of the table. We got plenty of room.
You look like the chairman over there, all by yourself.
I don't know if that's a good
Got the
thing.
chairs anyway.
Yeah, one thing about when you're on the top, there's only one way to go.
Only one direction. Amen, brother.
All right, let roll call.
Mayor Venezia.
Present.
Mrs. Olson.
Present.
Miss Gibbons.
Here.
Mrs. Lee.
Here.
Mr. Taggart.
Here.
Mr. Goodman. Mr. Anderson.
Present.
Mr. Miller. Mrs. Garrett.
Here.
Mr. Carmen.
Here.
Mr. Holt.
Here,
Mr. Dutton. Mrs. Larson. So, due to the absence of Class 4 members, Alternates Holt and Carmen will vote on that this evening.
If I may, for the record, Mrs. Larson is not gonna be able to be a member because she has a conflict on Thursday nights that we'll be meeting, so unfortunately, she's not gonna be joining us.
All right, I'll entertain a motion to open nomination for chair and vice chair.
So moved.
Right, just one time.
Yeah.
You chair.
That's right.
Okay.
So moved.
Second.
Moved.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays?
So now nominations.
All right,
I'd like
nomination.
to nominate Don to stay as chair.
Second?
I'd like to nominate Lowell.
Second. If I can second.
Any other nominations?
Hearing none, motion to close the nominations.
All right. Entertain a motion to close the nominations. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Lowell, that means you're not gonna be also lonesome over there anymore, now I gotta come up front.
Well, we
Well, now we gotta
yet.
vote.
We haven't voted.
All right, so-
Okay, just-
Details,
I gotta catch up to you
details.
guys.
She's working, she's typing as fast as her fingers will go.
Right? So who was the motion to close the nomination? It was Lowell, and who
That's-
seconded it?
I think Linda did.
Thank you.
So now we need to vote.
Now we do roll call vote on each one. So we have to do the roll call vote for nominating Don to stay as the chair, okay?
So do I have to say that? I not accept that nomination?
You cannot
Okay,
accept
I would
it.
like to not accept
So
that.
Don is not accepting the nomination, okay. All right, so
Respectful.
now we're moving
Respectful.
on to vote for the nomination as Lowell Anderson for chair, okay? So Mrs. Garrett,
Yes.
Ms. Givens,
Yes.
Mrs. Lee,
Yes.
Mrs. Olson,
Yes.
Done. Mr. Taggart,
Yes.
Mr. Carmen,
Yes.
Mr. Holt,
Yes.
and Mr. Anderson.
Abstain.
Okay. So, congratulations.
Excuse me, do I get a vote on this now?
Oh, yes, Mayor Menezes, I'm sorry, I was trying to scroll in order and I lost track of where I was.
Because I'm gonna have to change my vote now.
You might have to.
Come on, vote no just to make it, look good.
Nah, I don't wanna rock the ship here. Too soon for that yet.
So, Mayor Menezes, did you vote? Thank you. Okay, now congratulations.
Let's swap.
Swap.
Grab your jacket.
Actually, doesn't he have?
Actually, Don, you could sit in the house seat.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
just sit next to Alfie
Yes.
now.
Keep me out of trouble.
Thanks.
Well,
Hey, you're welcome, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I will say these are nice seats, but
Who am I? Should have my name on the back. Moving along, open nominations for vice chair. Please.
Don, would you like to be vice chair?
sure.
Make a nomination to, have Don Taggart as the vice chair.
I second.
And who was that?
Tom.
Gotta get him in there somehow.
Any additional nominations for vice chair?
Motion closed.
I hear a motion to close, and I hear a second.
Second.
We need a quick roll call on that, I assume.
Try not to skip you this time, Jeff.
Go first.
Let him go first.
These go first.
Yeah. Mrs. Jarrett?
No.
Ms. Givens?
Yes.
Mrs. Lee?
Yes.
Mrs. Olson?
Yes.
Mr. Taggart?
Yes.
Mr. Carmen?
Yes.
Mr. Holt?
Yes.
Mayor Venezia?
Yes.
Chair Anderson?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, all you. Now, all right, next on the agenda, we need a motion to appoint a board secretary.
Make that motion.
Thank you,
Second.
thank you.
Who are you appointing?
Yeah.
What's our choice?
I think, I'd like to
Anybody you wanna
nominate
appoint?
Miss Kent by acclamation.
Okay.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? There we go.
You're 16?
Just 16?
Just 16.
Why aren't you running this? Anyway, I understand that our board solicitor has declined, so we are without one until such time as we get proposals back, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
They're due March 3rd, so at our next meeting.
We'll be able to at least consider, okay?
While we're in that discussion, if I just may.
Go ahead.
What will be the protocol? We should, probably all the board members should interview the, solicitor applicants.
You could possibly appoint a subcommittee at this point to review the RFPs and narrow it down perhaps, instead of bringing all of them here. And that way you have a jump start on the meeting. You could do that.
We
So
should
we'll have
at
a,
least get the RFPs and everybody on the board's hands, I would think. So if we do the 3rd, I don't know what day of the week that is.
It's a Friday.
That's a Friday. At what, is that Friday or Saturday on that
Saturday.
calendar? I can't read this far away. My
What's
eyes
that?
are-
Saturday.
Third is a Saturday.
Oh, the 3rd is a Saturday. All right.
Okay.
Messed up. Well,
So that effectively makes them do the 5th. What do you think we can have them in everybody's hands for a copy of the RFP?
By the fifth.
No, I'm saying she needs time to
Yeah.
review process.
Well, I don't review anything. I just put them
Okay,
all together.
so we need get them out as quickly as possible kind of
Quickly as
thing, and then do we wanna form a subcommittee right now to get this done? So that when we come to the meeting next month, we're a little bit ahead of the game?
Sure.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
and we'll meet in the evening, committee.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
What, let's see, council meeting, is that the 1st or the 8th?
14th.
14th. Second Wednesday, my bad. What works? We need people and volunteers.
Well, if it's,
I volunteer.
We have a committee of Joe. We have a committee of Linda. We have a committee of Helen. Okay, quick, how many?
No more than 4.
oh, that's,
Chair, that, I think that would be you as well. You should,
Okay.
without doubt, be a part of that.
So who do we have?
So 4 plus the chair, or 4 total? before
4
we get
total.
to- 4 total
take
before
me
you.
off and then go ahead.
Okay, all right. So Helen and Linda and you and me. Let's pick a day, let's pick a time.
Then what days is, City Hall gonna be available for the evening? You know, we got some stuff that goes on from time to time, so we don't want to have a conflict.
Right, well, the only thing you really have conflict with are the council meetings and court, which are the 4th Mondays. And historic commission, which is the 1st Monday,
Is that the first?
yes. But they don't meet every month, they do meet once, they're in March 3rd.
You do it before the meeting before?
What was that?
I said, didn't we do it before the meeting before? Like just come in earlier and do the
You
meeting
can do
before?
that, that is certainly an option to do that.
Whatever you think time would take, it's another option. 22nd, that's not too late, right, before the meeting, because that's when they're gonna recommend.
No,
Correct.
I just don't, I was just trying to give us time if there's a problem.
Okay.
You know,
How does the 15th look?
I don't get back in town until the morning of the 16th, unfortunately.
Do you wanna do it on the following Monday, but then again, I think that may be court that
No,
night?
court
court's
is the
after that.
26th.
26th.
19th works.
Does the 19th work?
Work for you, Miss Helen?
What day of the week is that?
Monday?
Yeah, that does work.
Does that work for
I
you?
have no kids and no work on Monday.
So that's gonna
You
be,
good, Donna?
March 19th? Correct?
7 PM here?
March 19th,
Yep,
St. Joseph's Day.
so we're good. Which saint? Oh, Patty
Joseph's
Day.
Day.
Oh, St. Joseph Day, okay.
7 PM, is that right,
Mhm.
Mr. Chair?
Here.
Here. Unless you're gonna throw a party and host it. And thank you to Don and Helen for signing up and volunteering, and Joe, it just comes with the title. So that takes care of our solicitor. Motion to appoint the Palestina firm as our board engineer.
Are you making a motion?
I'm asking for a motion.
I will certainly be glad to give that motion.
Second.
We have a motion to make them our board engineer. Any discussion?
Just, were there any other applicants, Linda? I think there was one that I saw.
Yeah, Remick and Vernon.
Right, and Palestina's been serving our town for a number of years, and his price was actually,
It's actually cheaper for,
Yeah.
his price is better than the other one that we
He's
He's
saw.
been
30
here
bucks an
longer
hour.
than me.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Just going on price alone, not to mention experience, sounds like a winner. All in favor?
I think,
I think that really should be.
I think that should be
Is
a
it
roll call
roll call?
because
Okay.
it's professional.
All right. Once again, Ms. Gann.
Mrs. Garrett,
I didn't hear that.
it's a motion to appoint Vince Palestina.
Yes.
Ms. Givens,
Yes.
Mrs. Lee,
Yes.
Mrs. Olson,
Yes.
Mr. Taggart,
Yes.
Mr. Carmen,
Yes.
Mr. Holt,
Yes.
Mayor Venezia,
Yes.
Chair Anderson.
Yes. Okay, that one is taken care of. Next on the agenda, the 2018 meeting dates. In your packet was a proposed meeting date and application deadline schedule. Entertain a motion to set these as our meeting dates, and then in discussion thereof.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second just to move this along.
Okay,
And
so discussion.
I do have a discussion. How did we end up in the fourth Thursday of the month?
I can explain that to you. Hal Goodman had a conflict with Tuesdays, so he could do Thursdays. And then based on the professionals at the time, I think believing Vince was one of them, if we went to Thursday, it was only that fourth Thursday that worked for him.
We did a lot of
So
juggling.
we
to get
kind of
there.
got there in stages.
And what about this year?
How many people that on the board and professionals that are here, how many people is Thursday a conflict for?
I only raised the question only for the.
Well, I raised it
For the matter of
because,
simplicity.
I'll explain to you why I raised it, because when it was changed to Thursday, it's a conflict for me a lot of times. And nobody ever asked me if it was a conflict for me. And tonight, before the meeting started, I heard several board members say that, you know, I mean, one monkey don't stop no show. Okay, so you don't have to change it on my account. But I heard several other board members say that Thursday wasn't a good night
That would
for
be
them. Okay, so if you want to entertain changing it, fine. If you don't, that's fine also.
would the chair entertain a motion to delay this until next month, and possibly when we know who's actually going to put in for the other jobs? And there might be conflicts from some other positions as well. So if we just do 1 month and then push forward, it might make more sense.
Monty?
Crazy.
I have a problem with Thursdays also.
Okay, so let me,
All Thursdays or just the last Thursday? Mine.
This will be safe.
Thursday. Yeah, we'll call Thursday. So, let's see, how about this question? Show of hands, how many people here would have a problem if we moved it to the fourth Wednesday? Anybody have a problem with that?
I don't.
I don't.
I don't.
It's very possible that there could be a council workshop.
Oh, on Wednesdays.
Usually that's when it is.
Is that
was Mondays.
what?
We have to do one or three,
I'm not
right?
sure.
So we have to do
It
one or
was
three.
Mondays or
You're right,
workshops.
you're right, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna move it or not.
Again, your biggest concern are your
Right.
professionals,
Right.
and is Vince Palestina and your new
Right,
solicitor going to be available on a Wednesday? And if
instead
they
of
are,
Thursday.
which Wednesday are they
Yeah.
available on?
All right,
That is a
Then-
concern and a consideration to take
Yeah.
before.
then I don't know, help me out here, is this a motion or can I just table this until next month on the agenda?
You can table it, but you gotta pick a March meeting date so I can advertise
Yeah,
it.
that's okay.
Because I haven't advertised anything yet for March.
Then, well, I think the suggestion to wait until we know what both Vince's people and the solicitor probably does make sense. We wait until the next month's meeting when we've got them in place and can ask. Ms. Ken, I will, if you don't mind, I'll task you with corresponding with the engineer to see what their availability is, please, unless you want me to do that, because they may come back and say, yeah, you know, Thursdays doesn't work for us anymore, or I don't know what.
So what do you want me to ask him what his availabilities are?
Yeah, is there a conflict or an availability, so we at least know whether next month, which is the 22nd,
Well,
we'll
we
keep that
know-
as a meeting?
Right, well, we know from Vince that the fourth Thursday was fine. It's part of the reason we set the fourth Thursday, because it accommodated Vince. So I'm not worried about Vince for that. Your next wild card on the 22nd would be a solicitor.
Okay, all right.
But we
So-
can get through the 22nd and then find out what his additional availability is.
Mr. Chair, if
Yeah.
I may, you think it's likely that maybe what we should do is move up the March 19th meeting sooner?
22nd,
office, right?
22nd.
No, move
Oh,
it up as in
That's the problem?
before the 19th, only for the purposes of the secretary to be able to advertise, for the purposes of us to interview the professionals to see what their availability days are. You know, there's a few things that are going into this here. If we're getting down to the wire with the 19th, and then we meet the following week, we may be in a position where we're not really sure if the professional could even show up.
so if we move it up a week to the 12th, March 12th is a Monday? Does that make sense? Does that work for you guys?
I'm good.
Good for you on a Monday? You said you're good on Monday? Okay, so
Done.
our committee meeting to review the RFP has just moved a week earlier to the 12th, still Monday, March 12th, 7 PM here.
And the meeting will be,
The meeting right now is
For
still,
March.
well, it's still for March, has to be Thursday the 22nd.
Okay, so we tabled the first motion,
We tabled the first motion.
and did we make a second motion for setting the meeting for March 22nd?
No, but I'll entertain a motion to do so. Thank you for keeping us on track.
I make a motion to keep the meeting on the 22nd of March.
I second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Like sign opposed? Motion carries. Next month's meeting is on the 22nd. That's good, which makes the deadline for applications still March 1st.
Yes.
Okay, so we got that much set. And we will address the remainder of 2018's meeting minutes next month, once we hopefully
Meeting
have.
dates.
Meeting dates,
I'm in.
yeah, meeting dates, sorry, I'm reading ahead. Okay, motion to keep our public newspapers or publishing locations, the press and the Daily Journal. Somebody wanna make a motion,
I'll
please?
make the motion.
Thank you.
I will second.
We've got, okay, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Like sign for opposed. Remains with the two papers and of course our bulletin board. We're gonna move along. Okay, now, I have a question, maybe our, Ms. Kent will answer. Who can vote on approval of minutes since that we have a different group of people?
Anybody who was in attendance at that meeting.
Okay, okay. So, that gives us,
That technically only gives you 4.
right,
No, not even.
why? Teasing, okay,
So you only have Givens, yourself, and Mrs. Garrett that were present.
that's right.
For all 5.
No,
No.
for the September
What are you talking about?
September
minutes,
28th, 2017.
this
The
is
only
first.
people here now
That's
that are
second.
able to vote are
Givens,
Givens,
Anderson,
Anderson,
and
and
Garrett.
Garrett.
okay, amongst the three of us, a motion to accept the meeting minutes in the packet.
I'll make it.
Okay, we got, Helen made it. You second,
All in favor?
all in
For the
favor?
27th,
Yeah,
yes.
all in favor?
Aye.
Like sign for opposed, oh, wait, any corrections, comments?
No.
No, okay.
I abstain.
Well, we
You
basically
weren't, you
said
can't
everybody
because
abstained.
you weren't here.
Well, I just want to get that on record. I do abstain on this.
Okay, that's, so the minutes for September of last year are approved.
Okay.
Now zoning officers report, September, October, November, December, January. When you wanna make any comments? Any news to bring forth from your,
You know, there isn't any extremely good news. I'm still having problems with the people I was having problems with. A couple of them have turned out to be medical issues with people. And that would be Grant and Barata. They both had heart attacks. And, so things came to a halt. We have some frequent flyers which,